Good afternoon, Yeladim, and welcome back to more children's Torah stories. We have been learning the story of David and Avshalom, as Avshalom has tried to chase him away out of Yerushalayim, and David is running away and trying to work out, what am I going to do next? Well, some of the people who have been involved have been Achitophel, who gives such good advice, and he wanted to join with Avshalom, and Hushai, who also gives good advice. He was on David's side, but he is going as a spy to pretend to give advice to Avshalom. We also had the Kohanim who said, David, we will bring the Aron Kodesh with you. And David said, no, the Aron Kodesh is not for me, it is for Hashem. Are you coming to church? And here is a birthday girl who is 3 years old today. Happy birthday! Woo! Alrighty, birthday girl, should we carry on with the story? And we also had...
I'm going to have a birthday.
You are having a birthday, you clever one. So, we also have Shimei, who as David was coming past, Shimei started shouting at him and throwing stones. You are a bad man. I don't like you. Hashem doesn't like you. And saying all those kinds of mean things. But, hello, birthday girl. But David said, I will not, thank you. But David said, I will not fight with Shimei. He must not go to jail. Let's just leave it if that's what he says. So off they go, walking along, and Avshalom comes to Yerushalayim. Hooray! I am the king! And Hushai came along and he said, long live the king! Long live the king! And Avshalom said, hey, Hushai, hello, birthday boy. And Avshalom said, hey, Hushai, why are you coming to me and saying, long live the king? I thought you were with my dad, with David. No, I am on your side because Hashem showed that you are the best and the people loved you. So I think you are the best one to be on his side. Okay, that's great. You know what? You and Avshalom can both give me good advice. You and Achitophel, can both give me good advice. I will give you really good advice, said Achitophel. I'll give you even better advice, said Hushai. They both were there on the same side, saying that they were going to give the best advice to Avshalom. Okay, well, gentlemen, my clever advisors, what should I do? My advice, said Avshalom, is you marry all the ladies that your father left in the palace, even though they used to be his wives. Then that will show everyone that you are serious about being the new king. Okay, I'll do that. What should I do next? Well, the next thing you should do is you need to gather all your soldiers. Get 12,000 people together right now and go and catch David right now, and then you will take care of him once and for all. I will go and I will come back to you right away. I will have destroyed David, and you will never have to worry about him again. Yeladim, I must tell you, even though it's a bad plan, because it's a bad thing to do to send your army to chase after your own father. I hope none of you would do that, Yeladim. Would any of you go get an army of 12,000 men and go chase after your own father to catch him? Would you do that? Yes or no? Good. I'm glad that you would not. That would be a bad thing to do. It was a bad plan because it was a bad thing. But it was a clever plan because it would have worked. That would have been a clever way to go and grab a big army right now, 12,000 men, go chase after David and catch him before he has a chance to do anything. That would be a good idea. Well, then Avshalom said, that does sound good, but let's ask Hushai as well. Hushai, what do you say? Should we do what Avshalom said and chase David right now, or should we wait? Oh no! Hushai, Achitophel did not give you good advice. I, Hushai, will give you much better advice. You know, your father and his men are very, very strong, and if you go after them now, they will be hiding, and they will fight, and all of them will come and fight against you and chase you. If you are going to go and fight against them, you mustn't just go with 12,000. You must get a huge army, a mighty army, and get the whole army of the whole Jewish people to chase after them. And then, no matter what he tries to do, you will be able to take care of them, and you will be the greatest hero ever. That was Hushai's advice. Now, that actually wasn't such good advice, because while Avshalom goes around getting more and more and more people, oh, that looks delicious. Can I also have some? While Avshalom goes around getting more and more and more soldiers, that will also give time for David to go around and get more soldiers. At the moment, David has almost no one. He only has his 6,000 men. If Avshalom would come right now, he would smash David. But if Avshalom goes and gets more and more and more and more soldiers, David can also go and get more and more and more soldiers. So that will be very tricky for Avshalom. But that was Hushai's advice. But do you know why Avshalom liked Hushai's advice more than Achitophel's advice? Because Hushai made him sound like a hero. Achitophel said, I will go and take the army and smash David and come back to you. Who would be the hero? Achitophel. Hushai said, you go and gather the army together. You will be the strongest, most powerful king. You will destroy your father and his army. Everyone will see that you are the hero. Hushai was very clever in the way he told the plan to David, so that Avshalom thought, I will be so clever. Then Hushai and Avshalom said, Hushai is right. That is definitely the best plan. I will go and gather all of the soldiers together, and then we will go and chase David away forever. Meanwhile, Hushai called the Kohanim, Tzadok and Evyatar. Gentlemen, Achitophel gave Avshalom advice to go chase right now. I told him wait and first gather together. So now please go and tell David what's going to happen, and they must quickly cross away to a new place so that they will be able to gather a new army while Avshalom takes his time going. And they got that message to David, and that David said, okay, guys, thank you, and off he went. And meanwhile, Achitophel heard that they were not going to follow him. Avshalom, if you are not going to follow my advice, I am not going to stay with you anymore, because if you don't follow my advice, you will lose, and David will win. So now I'm going. Bye. And off went Achitophel out of our story. Well, Avshalom has his boss of his whole army. He gets a new friend. Where would I find? Oh, thank you. Can I have one of those? I need this one. He gets a new friend called Amasa. Hello, Amasa. Hello. No, I need this one. Hello, Amasa. Hello, Yeladim. Amasa, what's your story? I am a strong fighter, and I am the boss of Avshalom's army. Okay. I am also your Av's cousin. Oh, that's very nice. Well, Amasa and Avshalom started getting their army together and gathering people. Started gathering people to be in their army. And meanwhile, David was also busy getting ready, and some of David's friends came and brought him some food, and they started feeling better a little bit, and David started getting his army. And together with David, he had his strong soldier Yoav, and Yoav's brother Avishai, and he also had his friend Ittai. Do you remember his friend Ittai was somebody who hadn't even been part of the Jewish people, but was such a good friend to David, and he came with as well. Hello. And hello. Well, we're not going to fight each other yet. We're still getting the army ready. Well, out of all of David's soldiers, he divided them into 3 groups. One group was with Yoav. One group was with Yoav's brother Avishai. And one group was with... Yeah, show that one. Show that one for the camera. That's Ittai. And one group was with Ittai. Thank you. And one group was with Ittai. So those were the 3 groups. And David said, I will also take a group of soldiers when we go to fight. And the army bosses said, No, David, please don't come to fight with us. You are older now. You are not the strong young man that you used to be. And also, if you get hurt, we will lose the whole fight. But if one of us get hurt, the others will still carry on fighting. So, David, you must not fight in this battle against Avshalom. Oh, okay. Well, Yeladim, you can already see that things are changing. David used to be the strong young hero. He was the one who fought Goliath when he was still a teenager, who was never scared of anyone, who fought 200 Plishtim so he could marry Princess Michal. He was always the strongest fighter and the bravest of the brave. But now he is getting older. But one thing David said to the bosses of his army, he said, please, guys, one thing I must tell you. Please be gentle with Avshalom. I know that he's fought against me. I know that he's tried to catch me and put me in jail. But he's still my son. And I love him so much. So please don't hurt him. Just be gentle with him. And the army bosses said, sure. No problem. Well, Yeladim, the next day was one of the biggest battles that ever was. Avshalom came with thousands and thousands of Jewish soldiers. Yoav and Avishai. Wow, you've got lots. Yoav and Avishai came with thousands of soldiers, and they all came together and started fighting. Bang, pow, crash, smash, push, gush, forth. Whoa, it's going back and forth. Oh, the fighting is unbelievable. But guess who starts winning, Yeladim? Who's going to start winning? Yoav and his team. David's guys are getting stronger and stronger, and Avshalom's guys are getting weaker and weaker. It looks like David's guys are going to win, and Avshalom is riding away through the forest on a donkey, and he's riding his donkey, and he's trying to get away, and he says, "Oh no, I am losing. I'd better run away on my donkey." But do you remember something about... Do you remember something about Avshalom's hair? What was Avshalom's hair like? Was it as nice as my hair? Was it even nicer? Was it so beautiful, flowing hair, the most beautiful hair in town? It certainly was. Well, as Avshalom was riding underneath a tree, here are the branches of the tree, and Avshalom's riding. The tree caught his hair in its branches, and his donkey carried on going. And Avshalom was stuck in the tree, stuck by his hair, hanging above the ground. Ow, 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 my hair! Somebody come rescue me! One of the soldiers, "Hey, that's Avshalom. Let me go tell Yoav quickly." Yoav. "Yes, Yoav, we found Avshalom. He's hanging by a tree." "That's fantastic. I'm gonna come get him now. Remember what David said? No hurting Avshalom." "I remember." But along came Yoav and pow! Knocked Avshalom out. Avshalom is out of our story. And Yoav went and he took Avshalom away, and Avshalom never came back again. And Yoav came back to David. There he is. Yoav came back to David, and the other soldiers were coming forward, and David said, "Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening." And they said, "Oh, we've got news. We've got news." "Yes, what is it?" David, we have such wonderful news. You won. You won. That's great. Is Avshalom okay? I hope no one hurts Avshalom. I'm not sure what happened with Avshalom. It looked very confusing, and there was a lot going on. That's his way of being gentle and getting David ready to hear the bad news. I saw Yoav was there, but I don't know what happened. Well, other man, do you know what happened? Yes, I've got good news for you. You are the winner, and Avshalom is the loser, and Avshalom is gone forever. Hooray! What? What? Is Avshalom gone forever? But Avshalom was my son, and I loved him so much. Oh, Avshalom, my son Avshalom, if only you won instead of me. Oh, Avshalom, my son. And instead of being happy that he was sad, They're happy that he'd won. David was so sad about Avshalom. And Joav came. David, you need to pull yourself together. I understand that you are upset about Avshalom, but the whole Jewish people has fought for you against Avshalom, who wanted to put us in jail. You must be strong, and you must say thank you to the soldiers. Stop crying in your room and go out there, put a smile on your face, and say thank you to the soldiers. You are right, Yoav. I will try. They have been very good to me, and even though I am sad about Avshalom, you are right, I must come and do that. And so David wiped his eyes, dried his tears, and out he went. And he said, thank you, everybody, for fighting so much and being so good to help me and to help the Jewish people. I am your king again, and I promise that I will do a good job. But Yeladim, there is more, because David was so cross when he heard about what Yoav had done to Avshalom. And David also saw Amasa, Avshalom's army boss, and he wanted to give him a job in the army. And there is more to come as well. Do you want to hear what happened? I'll tell you next time. Bye. Shabbat Shalom.